Morning. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to invite Rory up for the announcements.
Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Today is Tuesday, August 30th, and it is a white day. The school day SAT and PSAT registration link is now live. Please check your emails for this link. See Mrs. Carr in the guidance office with any questions. Attention all students. Are you interested in making a difference in your community by engaging in grassroots leadership in campus? What's important to you? Our projects and campaigns focus on the core values of compassionate leadership, inclusion, diverse backgrounds, and ideas. If this sounds like something you are curious about, please come to the Make It Better Club this Tuesday in Ranger 208 from 3:35 to 4:30. We hope to see you there. Today at 3:35, we will be having our first outing club meeting in the alumni gym. This is an informational meeting to discuss the club and some of the activities that we may do. We can't wait to see anyone with the passion for the outdoors and adventure today at 3:35 in the alumni gym. The first robotics team will have its first meeting this Thursday right after school from 3:30 to 4:30. We will meet in Streeter 230. If you have any questions, please stop by and chat with Mr. Huback. If you cannot make it to the first meeting, please send Mr. Huback an email so he can keep you connected with the team. Do you have a story or poem you'd like to write? Do you have one in progress you want to work on? Would you like to write but you're stuck for ideas? Come to Writer's Block, SJA's Club for Creative Writing, this Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 in Ranger 110. There will be cookies. Please see Mrs. McKenzie or Ms. Jolliffe if you have any questions. The Math Club will meet next week. Stay tuned for more announcements. Ms. Hanson and Aiden Kimball would like to send a special thank you to Isaac Lenzini for his help with the We Are One SJA bulletin board. Thanks, Isaac. Attention Tennis Club. We will meet at the Kiwanis Courts on Wednesday from 4 to 5:15 p.m. Please make sure to be in tennis attire. Bring your own tennis rackets and water bottle. If you have any questions, please contact Dr. Syrath and Mr. Boxco. Happy birthday today to Joseph Scott, Wendy Yao, Terrence Roberts, and Brooke Davis. Happy birthday. Thank you and have a good day.
Happy Tuesday. One housekeeping thing. Skirts. Either many of you have startlingly long thumbs with which to measure the distance from the knee to the hem of the skirt, or many of you have been out of dress code regarding skirt length. I know this is a classic. It's almost a cliche. You all don't want to be a cliche, do you? Great. So 2 inches above the knee, or we're going to bother you about it and ask you to put on pants which will not have the effect that you're looking for. Speaking of skirts, a clarification that blue jean skirts are also not allowed on regular dress code days. Apologies for any confusion about that. What there is not confusion about is skirt length. It is 2 inches above the human knee, a human thumb length above the knee. And we look forward to the coming of autumn. So, I'm going to admit that I stayed up a little late last night writing something. I aspire to be a morning person. Sometimes it feels like all of my colleagues are morning people. They're up at 5 a.m. and doing vigorous things or attending to livestock or small children or writing things, and somehow it really feels healthier to do that than staying up until midnight. And it turns out that actually for teenagers, your age, the night owl schedule is more natural. For some reason around this age, your circadian rhythms, which are the daily forces that control when you're tired or wakeful, move back so that you're not tired until later, sometimes even around 11 p.m. So this means, as you know well, that the time that we ask you to get up, getting up that early in the morning can feel like torture. You might recognize that. So perhaps this is why you're not able to measure your skirts more precisely. I'm sure that if I tried, I'd be able to adjust my circadian rhythms so that I spring up with the sun or even before the sun, which is soon going to become necessary. But I have things to write, and I find that I often end up writing at night when others have retired or even gone to sleep because I don't feel any obligation to attend to anyone else, so I can really focus on my writing. I know this would be true in the morning, before anyone else got up, but I really struggle with this. I'll just be honest. So we're planning to bring back to talk with you a psychologist who spoke with the faculty before you all got back. She spoke about managing anxiety, which is an emotion that we all feel, but it's not normal when we start feeling it in the absence of any danger, when our bodies and our minds keep us in a state of readiness to avoid danger and wear us out. We found it really helpful to hear about this, and we're hoping that we can give you some of the tools that she gave us to think about. But I mentioned her because she also talked about how important it is for us to get some sunlight in the morning. I think she said, get some sun on your eyeballs in order to keep our circadian rhythms properly adjusted, which also just helps our overall sense of well-being. Scientists tell us that the light we keep on throughout the night is also damaging to the natural state of things. It disrupts migratory birds and nesting turtles, you might have heard. Bats are in a total state of disarray because of our light pollution. So I suppose having a computer glow on our eyeballs late at night isn't great either. I'm just going to read a short passage with my glasses. Oh, Mr. Leahy's going to like this. It's good. About darkness. Darkness is as essential to our biological welfare, to our internal clockwork, as light itself. The regular oscillation of waking and sleep in our lives, one of our circadian rhythms, is nothing less than a biological expression of the regular oscillation of light on Earth. So fundamental are these rhythms to our being that altering them is like altering gravity. For the past century or so, we've been performing an open-ended experiment on ourselves, extending the day, shortening the night, and short-circuiting the human body's sensitive response to light. The consequences of our bright new world are more readily perceptible in less adaptable creatures, like bats, living in the peripheral glow of our prosperity. But for humans, too, light pollution may take a biological toll. In a very real sense, light pollution causes us to lose sight of our true place in the universe, to forget the scale of our being, which is best measured against the dimensions of a deep night with the Milky Way, the edge of our galaxy arching overhead. So viva the night sky and sun on our eyeballs. I'm working on this. I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, I'm trying to take advantage of, even in the heat, of this sun on my eyeballs in the mornings, and I hope you will too. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Faculty.